Hello, everybody, and welcome in to this month's episode 4 of Hunt to Killer Mallory Rock. I am joined, as always, by my absolutely amazing and lovely wife. So we will be getting into episode 4 today. I believe, let me pull up the recap real quick. So our recap very quickly of our last episode was that Gwen broke into the Navigators Club, and after a close call with a security camera, she found out that Sam, not Beth, was the one to break into the club previously. So that means that Sam couldn't have killed Beth. So we were able to rule Sam out last time, and dig a little bit more into the infamous Navigators Club as well. So we'll dive into Gwen's letter, I think, first. On everything. Actually, no, I take that back. Sorry. Instead of diving into the letter, let's open up the. You guys want to see what's in the box, don't you? Right? You want to see what's in it.
Yes, I've
So,
seen what's in it.
absolutely. So what we'll do is we will dive in and get that box opened up so you can see what's in it, and then we will start diving into Gwen's letter like usual and start digging into some of the evidence. But I hope everybody's having a absolutely fantastic day today. Switch over to this one right here so you can actually see everything a little bit better of what's in the box. So, all right, so there's that. Got the card that has all of our inventory in it. Okay, who's excited? Like who's excited right now for this episode? Oh, hello. Welcome in. Well, thank you so much for checking out the YouTube videos. I appreciate it. Now you get to help us solve it real time. We appreciate the help. Okay, so there we go. So we've got a few different items along with the letters. All right, so it looks like we've got like a pocket mirror. Has some writing on it. Looks like a stamp pad and a stamp with some, looks like a constellation. All right. And I can already tell my wife's thinking of stuff and is already thinking of a solution to something that we're probably going to need later. So I can already tell, but that's okay. We'll dig into the, I have a feeling I already know what you're thinking about. So we'll dig into the letter, see what our objective is for this episode, right? See where we will begin and go from there. But Kimmy, well, welcome in. Or is it the Kamiko? Looks like it might be Kamiko. Kimmy is fine. Okay, well, welcome in. We are absolutely happy to have you here. Okay, so we've got those pieces there, so we'll move this box out of the way. Leave the ink pad up there for right now. I'll just set it right there. So that's our, I don't know which way this is supposed to go, but we're going to set it right there for right now. All right. And then we've, of course, got the paperwork. So we've got, the detective's letter. Looks like we've got a letter from Clarence as well. That we've got, looks like there's a photo, and looks like we have a couple of encoded notes. So it looks like we're gonna be doing some ciphering as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be sure when we you think you've already figured out the constellation? Man, already on it. Look at that. So what we'll do is I'll throw files of the ones that are encrypted that we have to do the ciphering. I'll throw copies of those in the Discord for you all to be able to open up and check them out yourself as well. So there's the link for the Discord right there in the chat. Those will all get, anything we do, any of this evidence, stuff like that, all gets posted in the Discord. We put all that in there for you all to be able to download and have hands-on experience as well. So that'll be under the, once you join the Discord, you can go to the Hunt to Killer channel, and it'll all be right there for you. All right, so it looks like we've also got. I think I figured out that this was called the vote record. By process of elimination, I was able to determine that that's called vote. That this is registered in the inventory anyway as being called vote record. And then I believe this is the member list. Is what's considered the member list. Or I may have that backwards. I'm not positive. But so then we also have towards the end of last episode, we saw in the video that we watched, we actually saw, I think we got a picture too, right? There was there was paperwork inside of the desk drawer at the end of the episode 3. That paperwork was a proposal that Beth was that I think had put together. Yeah, and it was for the bridge revitalization. So it looks like we have here is a copy of the bridge revitalization special committee proposal for the new committee. One thing I am noticing already off the bat, though, is that these are single-sided, and we only have page 1 and page 3. So I don't know what happened to page 2, but we may be missing page 2. So, okay. And I think that's it for everything that was in the box. So we have copies as well already. And then we'll pull this up on the screen. So like I said, you can either follow along by opening up the documents from the Discord, or you are more than welcome to just follow along by checking out everything on. Okay. There we go. So we're going to start off with Gwen's letter. Try to make this so you can see it a little bit easier. There we go. All right. So would you like to start us off? All right.
All right. So this is from Gwen. Detective, if we ever meet face to face, I owe you a drink. Not a single person has said anything about our little B&E stunt. Not the Navigators and not the police. No one reported it. Trust me, Sully would be all over me if they had. I finished looking through the stuff I took from the Navigators Club room. Beth's proposal, a roster of their members on a founding fathers type declaration, a few suspicious notes, and one document I have no idea what to make of it. It has all these stamps on it that look like a stamp my dad used to have. I found it in an old box of his things and sent it to you.
Okay, so that probably talking about this and the
Maybe
stamp.
Their names.
Possibly, maybe. Yeah. That might each person may have had their own stamp. Yeah.
I don't know.
So, okay.
So yeah, I didn't really think this would be important, but my dad was a navigator. I don't understand how he could have been a part of this old-fashioned boys club, but if he was alive, maybe Beth wouldn't be dead. I used to say there was more at stake than just upholding Edgar Mallory's backwards tradition. I'm not sure, though. When I was in the club room, they had a ton of portraits of Mallory on the wall. I've included a picture of one of the creepy sketches for your amusement. If the Navigators had access to Mallory's nose hairs, I'd bet they'd be in a glass. I'm worried about Ruby. I think she's getting tired of dealing with her grandparents, hanging out at my place a lot. Makes me feel a little better. Last week, I overheard 2 ladies on Main Street gossiping about Joey and Sam. I know Ruby's having a tough time of it. I can't bring myself to tell her that I think her mom was murdered by her parents, or maybe dad, or maybe Reverend Reaver. The good Reverend finally reached out to me. He sent me a letter along with a mirror he says Beth gave him. What stands out to me that he mentions Beth's bridge project. It keeps popping up. After reading his letter, there's got to be something in that CORA folder. Password to get into the desktop is still seaweed. See if you can open up that CORA folder.
Okay, we finally get to go. We finally get to dig into the CORA
Gonna
file.
do this.
Man, we tried that so many different times.
Mhm.
So many. Man, we were just trying to get into that
Too
early.
much teasing on that.
Absolutely trying to get into that file early, and we couldn't do it. So.
Also, and I know this isn't easy, but it would be great to eliminate another suspect. Sam kind of fell in our lap, but I'm sure we can find enough info to eliminate someone else. Michelle told me not to be afraid to explore and to try everything to find the truth. If you find another suspect, innocent, send me a message and put the person's full name in the message. We need to keep going. Cora's folder and find a suspect.
Okay.
All right.
Let me get. Now that we're gonna need into the site, let me at least get that pulled. Oh. I do not believe there was anything new within the site.
Oh, the website?
Yeah. I mean, other than the core file, we got to get into the core file. But as far as like outside of the core folder, I didn't see anything. Yeah.
And he doesn't let me see anything ahead of time, so I get to figure it out all with you guys as we go.
Right.
And he only looks enough to photocopy.
Yeah. All I do is I take it, scan it so we can have the digital versions to show you all on stream. And that's it. I scan them, make copies, and put it all back in the box right away.
Way more control than I have. There's no way I could touch it. Got it.
Okay. So we're looking at that one, and we need that password there.
I'm agreeing with you. I don't.
Okay, so yeah, so the website that we're talking about is this one right here. So the Michelle Gray Investigations.com for that. This is something that we have access to. Fortunately, we can't provide access for you all to get into this. But anything that's on this site that we're able to download and put into the Discord, it's there in the Discord. So the folder we were working on trying to get into is inside of this KeepSafe. So inside the KeepSafe, it's the CORA folder right here that we're looking to try to get into. And then we're also going to, at the end of this episode, by the end of the episode, we will be trying to rule out another suspect. So basically, yes. So Gwen's ready to eliminate another suspect and thinks it might be time to unlock the CORA folder on Beth's KeepSafe link. See what information is hidden inside, and our episode 4 objective is to eliminate an innocent. All right. So where do we want to start? And
Don't mind me or anything.
yeah, already playing with the mirror. All right. So we have the 2 notes that need to be ciphered. We have a picture as well. It looks like the picture says the is that the star's number or the story's number? Yeah, I think I made a copy of this to make it bigger. See what that picture says. Or should we yeah, here, let's pull up the photo real quick. There's the photo. So yeah, something about I want to say the story's number.
In stars?
Star's number? Is that what it is?
Stars originally, but STARS. Yeah, it's stars.
Okay, the star's number illuminates our secrets. Okay.
Maybe. Well, someone else has better eyes than I. Maybe it does say something different.
No, yeah, unfortunately I scanned it and I think it scanned it at a lower quality than I meant for it to. So the star's number illuminates our secrets is what the picture says. That's probably something to do with the constellations that we're seeing again, like the stamp. And then, all right, so let's look at the letter from Clarence.
Ooh, more insight into him. He's a mystery right now.
Yeah.
All we really know about him so far is he's been really weird about Beth. argument the night she died. Have regrets regarding needing to forgive a female. We don't know who that is. And he was doing some kind of a counseling for Beth and her husband. We don't know if it was like marital or something else because Joey did get hurt in a bridge accident. We're not sure what he was counseling them on. We're assuming marriage. When it seemed like the Reverend and Beth kept.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think there was a difference of opinion as well with remembering. I think it was the Reverend's. Was it his sister?
I think that's what we were told. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to get
So yeah. So well, I don't think. Yeah, he was trying to get it removed.
I think he wanted to rename it, not under her name.
Yeah, he didn't want it associated with her anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas Beth wanted it to continue and as well. I know that there's definitely some argument there. So we can look in a little bit more to Clarence's letter here.
Yeah.
All right. So this is from Clarence to Gwen. All right. So Gwen, you'll forgive me for being inaccessible recently. My work has been keeping me very occupied, and I will not be any more available in the coming weeks. I hope this correspondence will satisfy so that you no longer need to waste time sitting on my doorstep. I assume you mean to ask me about your sister and why we didn't always see eye to eye. The most I can say for Beth, though, actually, let me this over here so you can see this. The most I can say for Beth, though we were once good friends, is that she meant well. I'm sure you heard her desire to renew construction of that tragic bridge. She was stubbornly set on rechristening it after my late twin sister, CORA. The CORA Reaver Memorial Bridge. Okay, so that's a little bit further. So we thought she was wanting to continue the name of the scholarship, but she was really trying to name, the Bridge Project is what she was trying to name after. Yeah. So Beth's attempts to honor CORA were misplaced and unwelcome. My sister has been dead for over 40 years. I implored Beth to let the matter be on several occasions, during which I regret I may have become unduly heated. I now ask the same of you. Let me keep my family and past private, rather than a trumpeted headline for all Mallory Rock and mainland to pity. With that, I am returning to the enclosed, which was a gift from Beth. I do not know what she hoped to achieve, but the constant reminder of CORA within my own reflection did not endear me to her cause. The engraving particularly was unnecessary and callous. If I had the choice of forgetting the date my sister was taken from me, I would have happily done so long ago. I wish you well on your journey to heal, though I know it to be painfully arduous and the end ever elusive. Beth felt that her idealistic dream about a bridge represented the promise of hope and resolution. May you find your peace, Clarence. So, yeah, I thought she had been a younger sister as well. So that's interesting. But it's a twin sister, and now we have a year. So I think from the time, or when we were in the past trying to get into the CORA folder, it was something about a reflection of the year, if I remember correctly.
When I was playing with this, you can actually see the year in the mirror, but it's hard to make out.
Okay. Well, that just makes it upside down. Yeah. So I'm thinking like if you were to look at the reflection of the mirror, like in a mirror, it should be backwards. So 9, yeah. So we can try the 9791 maybe. Yeah. I agree, Kimmy.
So we haven't figured out.
Well, she was saying maybe it's the year backwards. So yeah. So let's try that out. Let me get that opened back up there. We're gonna open up the CORA file. Here we go. Okay, so the departed shifts. No, the departed shifts.
Yeah, it's a shift cipher.
It's a shift cipher. So CORA, no. Yeah, CORA Reaver, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, CORA is going to shift in the reflection of the year. So the year is backwards. So 9791. Yeah.
If we do 9, we have
Yeah.
That's for C.
Yes. Yeah. So A would count 9. So we would shift by 9. So C would be L. All right. O. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to shift by 7. Okay. So O is V then. Okay. R is A.
That's one A would be shifted.
Should be, yeah. Yep. So B.
All right, shall we?
Okay, so let's try this out. So let me know what it is. Is it?
A. Yep.
All right, let's see if it's it.
For all that effort and work the past. That was a little too
there we
easy.
go. So we got it in. We got
Way
in.
too easy.
Right. Well, the problem was we didn't have the right year. I mean, we kept going off of. I mean, we were trying to use the year of the lighthouse. we were trying to go off of the year that the Navigators Club was formed.
Mm-hmm.
We were going off of, I mean, all kinds of different dates.
Any number we could possibly find.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We just, that was the only thing we didn't have was what year,
Right.
you know, CORA's death was. So, okay, so let's see what we've got in here. So we've got bridge proposal, we've got accounting screenshot, and we've got bridge group email thread as well. Okay, so we've got those over to the side. Okay, and we've got these that are all going to be Cipher. Okay, and we've got the proposal as well. All right, so I wonder if that's going to be the same thing that this is, then. And maybe it'll include page 2. So it is, and it does include page 2. So
I feel bad. I feel like we went out of order.
no,
well,
I don't think we did.
It in its entirety, starting out. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it's the case. All right, so let me download this real quick here. See if we can get those opened up a little bit larger. And I'm also going to get this put into the Discord as well. Let's download it as a photo instead of like a PDF. That there. Data bridge proposal, right? Yeah. Okay. There we go. So that's now up in the Discord as well. You can check that out. See if I can open it and it. All right, good. Okay, so let's go here. Okay. So this is the proposal, the Bridge Revitalization Special Committee, put forth by Beth Ferris-Hendricks. So there's a mission statement of the purpose of the Bridge Revitalization Special Committee, BRSC, will be to produce a formal proposal to start a new construction of a drivable bridge from Mallory Rock to the mainland. So over 1 year ago, Mallory Rock was struck by its greatest tragedy in recent memory, the collapse of the Mallory Rock Bridge anchorage during early stages of construction. Our community lost many loved ones that day, and we continue to grieve and heal. However, I have found information that the fault of the collapse has been misattributed. And while the implementation of the bridge construction caused us much pain, the concept behind it and its potential are sound. Connecting to the mainland would greatly solidify our future sustainability, and at this point may be necessary for Mallory Rock's long-term economy and quality of life. The committee goals, so the bridge revitalization, so the BRSC would be the first step to achieve these goals. BRSC will gather and organize the preliminary research for a new bridge construction project, determine whether it would be feasible, and gauge public opinion. I understand that proposing the construction of a new bridge is an uphill climb. The aim of the BRSC will be to build an accurate case for the feasibility of a new project. This will involve, but is not limited to, research on the geological structure of our island, history of our tourism, and current statistics and financial studies. So if it's determined to be feasible, the BRSC will then do the research and outreach necessary for an official proposal to the state of Maine, reducing work for the town council. BRSC will also prioritize local support outreach so that the Mallory Rock community can see the true benefits of this project. So it looks like page 2 is very important, right? And that's probably why it wasn't just in this original paperwork. So it's good that we found that. That was in here. All right, so we've got Mallory Rock Bridge anchorage collapse and funding. So since the collapse of the anchorage, Mallory Rock's involved parties have pursued lawsuits against the state of Maine. It has been our understanding that the state was solely responsible for the collapse, as they have the final say on the contracted teams for the project. However, in reviewing the Hendricks Group project files, I found out that the responsibility for the collapse may fall more accurately on a contracted company, Anchor Management Land Surveyors, AMLS, which has a flawed project history, which will be fully detailed in the BRSC's research and proposal. There is some evidence in my research that suggests that AMLS may have misrepresented their history to the state government and other teams on the project. Their careless work while on this project may be the reason the collapse occurred. The significance of this detail is that if AMLS is indeed the at-fault party, the state of Maine may be more inclined to fund this and future projects. Okay. Saying that, I thought she was going to, like, when I read the Hendricks Group mentioned, I really thought she was, like, I thought I was getting ready to say that
she left their father-in-law under the
Yeah.
bus.
Man, I really thought for a second that the Hendricks Group was getting thrown. All right, so memorial and community approval. So Mallory Rock community's engagement in and positive opinion of the new bridge effort are of utmost importance to the project. Losing our family and friends in the collapse understandably felt like a betrayal to many on the island. As the town council, it is our goal to make living on the island as comfortable and positive as possible. The town council cannot move forward with a project that would put our community under emotional duress, regardless of the economic gains and future stability that project would bring. Therefore, it is key that the BRSC work to gain community support for this project during the committee's duration. To this end, I propose that the new construction be named the CORA River Memorial Bridge in honor of a Mallory Rockite who tragically passed away in 1979. CORA was a dreamer. She wanted to go to the mainland to expand her perspective and learn about the world, but she always knew Mallory Rock was her home. Hearing about her life, I truly believe she would have loved her legacy to be the connection between her home and the rest of the world. While people are aware of the CORA River Memorial Scholarship, her legacy deserves to be known and celebrated outside our island. I believe that Cora's story will bring the community together in support of this project. As such, I have already begun communicating with her family to gain their support. So that is her communicating with the Reverend. And this was obviously typed up before the community, before she realized that the Reverend was deciding not to go forward with it. All right, so my aim is, or composition of the proposed committee. So my aim is to allow anyone who volunteers or expresses positive interest in our cause to contribute to the committee. However, not all who show interest will be able to commit actively. To this end, I propose 2 teams. The bridge team will be composed of the key personnel of the committee who will lead the mission. All right, so this is for the bridge team. The proposed personnel would include a committee chair, a treasurer, secretary, an external/town council liaison, social media manager, financial research coordinator, and geological research coordinator. The pillar team will not ask for dedicated action or commitment members. This team is for volunteers who are interested in helping with the bridge effort, but do not have the time or resources to contribute regularly. The group will serve on an as-needed basis and will help to bring more vocal support to the committee cause. My hope is that this team will be composed of Mallory Rock community members of all ages and backgrounds to allow outreach and support to spread. So this would include a team coordinator and then the volunteer members. All right, she further goes on about the leadership, so about proposing the committee elect of a committee chair from its membership. That chair would serve the entirety of the committee's active duration. Voting will be anonymous, and results will be in accordance with the majority. Elected members are determined to be incapable of fulfilling chair duties at any time. Members can call for re-election. Overall timeline of this would be, as this is a special committee, no regular term, and proposes the following schedule for the BRSC. Committee will become active 1 month after council approval, 3 months to collect geological and financial research, 6 months to gain public approval. This would overlap with the 3 months spent for research. 1 to 5 months to reestablish communication with state government. Schedule for this will depend on status of public approval and is to be determined when more information is available. So that 1 to 5 months could be after the 6 months to gain the public approval, theoretically. In total, this is expected to take 8 to 12 months. TBD time taken into account. The committee will disband after the proposal is approved by the state. If the proposal is denied, the committee will revisit timeline expectations as needed. Okay.
They didn't have enough money to fix the plant, but they haven't figured out how to build a bridge.
True.
It's curious to me. It's very curious.
Well, I mean, you're right. Part of the funding for the bridge, they're saying, would be paid for. Well, most of it apparently would be paid for by the state, of Maine, right? So,
Sure.
Yeah. So we'll see on that as well. Looks like we've also got some accounting screenshots and bridge group email thread. All right, so I guess what we can do is, while we're looking at the rest of these, do we want to look at these 2 notes? We don't know who they're from or who they are for. Well, I didn't know if you, because I was going to throw these up in the Discord, so if anybody wanted to try to work on them a little bit while they were listening and the rest of it. So the notes that we have are let's see, a little bit smaller. So we have like this little note here. So I'll throw this in the Discord as well, along with this note that is here. We'll get both of those tossed up in the Discord. I don't see any kind of like hidden messages in the paper like we had one other time. Oh, wait, what is that?
Hey, is it the Clarence liner?
Yeah, VIA.
I just thought it looked very yellow at parts. Oh, I wasn't seeing that.
Yeah, there is. So what we're looking at,
I just thought it looked really yellow. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, so I don't have a light to shine under it, but so what we're looking at, chat, is basically right up here. When we hold it up to the light, it'll actually show a VIA with 2 lines between the letters.
I don't know.
Try. I don't know if that'll show up here. There it is. Yeah, you can see it. So yeah, it says VIA on it. So not sure on that one. And this seems pretty like thick card stock, so I don't see anything on it either. Well, let me get these two letters thrown up in the Discord. One just says, my patient wears thin. Your reassurance was given several months ago, and I gave you, a bunch of stuff that needs ciphered on the blank issue as promised. Have you found anything concrete? Blank needs a financial boost right now. Something would help us immensely. Please make this a priority, and has a stamp on it. This stamp we are also seeing duplicated is here as well on this what seems to be the vote for the Bridge Revival Committee proposal. Actually, that looks like
it's not on there.
Yeah, this one's not on there.
No.
Yeah.
This one's on
Well,
there.
at first I thought maybe it was like a
So both
combination.
So this one's on there, and so is that one, but this one's not.
So
which
yeah.
Makes sense if that was
so
her
then
dad.
here's the note with this one on it, and that's also right there on the vote sheet as well.
It would make sense though, because if there was no boys in that family, and so they can't be in the club. Beth and Gwen don't qualify for the club, so their dad would have had.
Right. Yeah. So
But
her
then,
dad would have been.
yeah,
it would have been the
but
Navigators
then
Club.
They wouldn't have
And
a stamp
so
because they couldn't be in it.
my guess then maybe is that the stamps that are on there are those that voted for it, and so is his stamp not look used because of the fact, and it's not on there because he didn't vote for it.
Well, her dad's dead. Gwen is alive, and Gwen takes care of her, but Lee, the dad, is dead.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
involved anymore. She found this.
I was thinking
else.
of the father-in-law in my head. That's
yeah,
why.
not Martin. No.
Yeah.
This is,
Okay.
Or at least I think. Let me double check myself. Maybe I told this right. I could have
Welcome in, Kimberly. Okay, so Kimberly, to get you caught up a little bit, we have unlocked the CORA file. So we've got a little bit into that a little bit with the bridge proposal. So we found out that Beth has put together an entire proposal to rebuild the bridge, or to do the bridge again, and was going to name it the CORA Reaver Memorial Bridge. So that's all part of that stuff as well. The code, so we got this mirror in the box, and it was in remembrance of CORA Reaver. And so it said remember 1979 on it. And so the reflection of the year was 9791. And it said that what was it? The remembrance shift? The remembered shift.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So yeah, so we had to use a shift cipher on CORA's name, and we shifted each letter by the number that we got from the reflection of the year. So that's what it was. It absolutely was the year that CORA died, but prior to this episode, we didn't have that date, that year, at all in anything. So that's okay. So now what we're gonna do is we have these two letters, these two coded messages. The other one says picked up blank and left them blank. Before you ask again, I didn't look at them as always. I don't understand why you let blank handle your blank, but you won't let me. I followed everything you say, and I would have known blank even if you hadn't told me. I don't need to be micromanaged anymore. What else do you need for me to prove to you that I'm good enough? All right, so we'll throw up these. We'll put both of these encoded messages, the encoded notes. We'll put both of those. Yeah, I was trying to think of. Yeah, see, like I don't know where we got 1979 from though. Like I don't remember where
we tried 1979.
I don't know. Kimberly was saying I knew 1979 was important, but yeah.
I don't
remember trying it though.
I don't.
Okay, let me. Oh, okay.
Ah,
We must have not like thought to do
I
1979,
just don't know where that number came from.
right? So you're psychic, exactly. I'm just trying to think of where we thought it or came up with that number. Okay, you think you already figured out two of the constellations? That's good. It probably absolutely will be important later, so we can narrow down different people. So yeah, so we have so there's signatures on the bottom. These are from the Navigators Club. So from what we've gathered is a member of the Navigators Club has a stamp that's associated with them. So when they sign documents, they sign with their stamp. And so those in the club would know who they are, but those outside the club wouldn't know who they are. So
And that's the bridge voting thing, right?
yeah, that was the
Okay.
yeah, and so we're seeing more of those constellations on this, which is the vote for the bridge for revival committee proposal.
Oh, that Edward Gundy did not vote. Left the group. Gundy blew.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
left
yeah.
the group. He's actually scratched out on this. He's not. I didn't decide if any of those constellations look like letters. That one sure looks like a double. You put their.
All right, there we go. Okay, so those two encoded notes are now up in the Discord. Feel free to take a look at them. See if you can help us out with the cipher. If you can figure out what the ciphers are. At this point, I'm not seeing any kind of like hint.
There's an open star and a closed star, and I was trying to make like the dots represent letters or something
Possibly
for like a last name, but I'm just not finding it. I'm trying to find Ferris in this, and it's just not working.
Well, and Kimmy was talking about that, like that she was able to, she already thinks she's got, or they already think they've got.
Did you crack the like constellation code itself, or you just recognize someone's thing based on their verbal?
So yeah, so they think
Maybe there's no.
They got two of the.
Each person has. Oh wait, you know what?
You know, I tried to like. I think I was thinking Kimberly, and I know Kimberly identifies as she, so that's why. But I don't like to assume, so that's I always try to make sure I confirm first.
Oh.
No. For I did.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but they confirmed it for me. Maybe. I would think that would be possibly more of the Sagittarius, but I don't think there's any kind of connection between the I really don't think there's a connection between the constellations and the horoscopes that we.
I was just wondering if maybe the horoscopes were describing the person
that we had.
Figure it out. Oh, just
the dad's constellation is Orion.
Was that the whole belt? Belt isn't Orion's belt made of 3
Are you talking about for this stamp here? Yeah. So Beth and Gwen's. So yeah, that stamp.
Maybe.
I can see how that might be Orion. That would be right there, the 3 dots.
Oh, okay.
Orion's belt. So yeah, right there. Right. Okay, so let's open up while they're looking at those encoded messages for us as well.
Okay.
I know. Yep. Well, we'll let chat help us out. You know, we'll divide and conquer.
All right.
Divide and conquer.
Money. Show me the money.
Okay. So this is the accounting. So we've got the accounting screenshot here. All right. So let me. Can I mess with any of this? I cannot. All right. So this is the report. This is JW Enterprises accounting sheet.
Shady.
All right, so we're going to download this file as well.
So what did he have to do with the proposal financing? That's... I recognize some of those names from his website here. Hold on a second. the accounting sheet pulled up. I'm going to pull up those names or houses he's worked on and are selling. Well, this is Summer Street.
Hold on 1 second. All right. Okay, there you go. Accounting sheet for the CORA folder. So this right here is up in Discord. Right? Yeah, pretty big insurance check. So let me open this up so I can actually make it even bigger here. Kimberly was saying that was a big insurance check. Let me. I have to look myself.
Oh.
I was just from the chat.
I didn't know
it
what
just
that
says that's a
was
pretty
in
big
reference-
insurance check.
I didn't know what that was to do with a check. I didn't understand.
Oh, it's probably in right here, the Maine State Insurance Corporation, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So
There
category
we go.
insurance deposit.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's the one that Kimberly's talking about. We've got Ryan Drusen, Zipper Demolition, Centennial Plumbing, MR Gas and Electric.
Categories are what's interesting. The White Cap and the Queen Anne and the Summer, they're all prop something too.
Okay.
Queen Anne Street. He purchased it for amount and sold it for that
Okay,
amount.
so the category has to do with the property.
It seems so, at least for a few of them.
Okay.
The consultation I don't recognize, nor utilities, nor general, but Summer, White Cap, and Queen Anne are definitely all three.
So it looks like, so this was a deposit. So a Ryan Drusen had JW Enterprises do a consultation. So
he
they
paid
paid JW Enterprises $600. Because yeah, so it's a credit. So this is so JW Enterprises received $600.
Name I haven't recognized. All right.
For the Queen Anne property, $2,200 for the demolition. And it looks like Centennial Plumbing, they did some work over at the Whitecap property. Mr. Gas or Mallory Rock, MR Gas and Electric. So Mr. Gas and Electric. Got that's for utilities. Hard Hat Flooring over at Queen Anne. Paid some money to them to do the flooring. Yeah, so you got here's your Queen Anne property that got sold. So it says that he got $38,000 for that property.
Wait, no. Because he sold it for 290, he bought it for 100. Unless he spent all that money putting into it, I guess. You're going to look close up because
I don't know. It just says credit. It says Queen Anne property.
That's over $100,000.
Right.
I guess. But yeah, 200. That would be 100,000.
I wonder why. Oh, deposit. That's why. Maybe. No. I don't know. So it shows as a deposit, so that he put the money in. So I don't know what that is. Inez Garcia, the Queen Anne property, paid $38,000.
Okay. You said Inez Garcia. He paid what? $8,000.
And then he also paid the Hendricks Group down here at the bottom. Paid the Hendricks Group $1,500 for the summer property.
Oh, that was JW did, right? Not
JW paid to Hendricks Group. So yeah, Maine State Insurance.
anything about the bridge on there? 'Cause I haven't seen anything about the bridge, which is weird for it to be in the file for CORA regarding.
Well, I don't
the bridge.
think did JW or was JW Enterprises in charge of the bridge stuff?
Now that I saw it, that was all Hendrix Group, but this
Yeah.
is reading from the CORA file. So why would Beth have put information in the CORA folder?
I think it has to do with the what Kimberly called out the Maine State Insurance Corporation paying $48,500.
If
Well,
so,
I
why
don't
would
know
they
what-
pay it to Jordan?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
And then that ledger, is it for sure ledger or not? Did we?
Oh,
have
yeah,
this
right here.
information Anywhere?
Look, also Hendrix Group paid JW or paid the JW Enterprises right here, and there's no category.
Huh. That's not him paying him. JW paying
No,
Hendrix
no, no, no.
Group?
That's Hendrix Group paying JW. Right? No, no, no,
No,
no.
I
No, it's
think
not. Never mind. Never
yeah.
mind. It's JW paying Hendrix Group.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he's paying all right. So why is he paying off Hendrix? So same
Yeah.
thing for the so he paid Hendrix Group. This one was labeled.
But
That
that's for
one?
a property, but that one's not.
This one,
so,
yeah, doesn't have a
shifty.
category. Well, of course you and Mrs. Strange are right, okay?
Have to admit, I'm not always. I like to think I am, but once in a while he gets me. Insurance corporation's a payout to JWs. That's
Mhm.
really interesting. Why would the state of Maine be paying him? He's the one that builds dodgy, crappy, icky homes that are pretty to look at but not functional in any way and have rodents running off. We'll have to see if any of those
There you go.
names. What about your printer likes my printer? You what?
In this instance, we both are right, and I'd wager if we agree, then he's definitely wrong.
Well, I always hate these like credit and like deposit because
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
without pluses and minuses. Like I don't do accounting books.
Right?
All
Alright.
pluses and minuses.
So definitely a red flag with two reasons. One is why did he get such a large insurance check? And then second, why was he paying off Hendrix?
What's the last thing on that spreadsheet?
The very last thing is Hendrix Group. So for some reason it enlarged it.
Oh, did it? So is there only one left? I have Whitecap. So what's below Whitecap? I can.
It's
put it
just
on there.
it's print.
Okay.
It zoomed in to fit it to the whole page, and so it
Gotcha,
cut off the
gotcha.
bottom line.
You're fine.
All right, so that's a red flag there. Those two things.
Mhm.
All right, so now we've got an email thread from the bridge group. Okay. Download that as well. And I'm gonna put this one up in the Discord as well. All right, so this is the bridge group.
Did notice something shady.
There you go. Okay, and then I'll throw that link up there again in the chat just in case anybody still needs it. There's your invite for the Discord.
So he paid for the South Downs property. He paid for pest services,
Mm-hmm.
but nowhere in his little highlights does he mention it.
Hmm.
So remember that thread from the last box where they were all arguing about the quality of his homes and the property
yeah,
that he used? Like it's interesting that he knowingly paid for pest control, then said it's not his fault they don't take. Yeah, No responsibility for your damage. Like you said, you bought the house fair and square. Ask anyone. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah.
So it's like he takes no response or responsibility for like an issue with the property. Kind of interesting.
Right. Okay.
Anyway.
So what we've got here? We've got there's 6 messages overall. Looks like an email chain to the Rocksteady support network. Good morning, Rocksteady. I hope this email finds you well. I've been looking into the events of the collapse over a year ago, thinking of ways Mallory Rock can move forward. I can't tell you how much I admire the incredible work the RSN has done advocating for those who are traumatized by that terrible loss. If you'd let me, I would love to come in and talk to your members about a healing path I can envision for the future. Working to pull together a committee to propose revitalizing the bridge project. I believe that the original intent of the bridge's construction and the undeniable boost it would bring to so many facets of Mallory Rock are still solid in foundation. I believe in your members and the healing that they could undergo if we see the bridge project through. The efforts of our friends and family who were lost shouldn't go to waste. Even if you're not convinced yet, please allow me to come in and speak with your members directly. Thank you so much, Beth Ferris Hendricks. Basically they're supporting those that were in the bridge. I don't think it was specifically for that. It sounds like it's a complete like Rocksteady support network. But it sounds like there's the thing.
Email that email.
Rocksteady support network at bmail.com. Yeah. All right. So hi Beth, thank you for your email. I appreciate your compassion, but I'm hesitant in introducing the idea of rebuilding the bridge now would be too soon for many of our members to consider. As you mentioned, our network is focused on healing, and I don't want to cause undue anxiety or fear. How exactly will your proposal help our members? I'm not sure we can help you. I'm sure you understand. Best wishes, Sawyer Davis from the Rocksteady Support Network. Beth replying back saying, hi Sawyer, I completely understand your concerns. And of course, the well-being of our friends and family is always my priority. There are 2 clarifications that I think would make this worth hearing. The new bridge would be a completely separate construction from the one built on Woodard Strand. It is a completely new initiative. The safety and stability of the new construction site would be a priority. There's something. Oh man, I can't. You're just stopping me from reading right there. Just stop.
I'm literally in the middle of trying to look at an email, and all of a sudden I hear what sounds like parcel tongue Harry Potter.
Right, I know, right? Yeah. No, that's just chat using Dix for messing with us.
Thank you. Crap, now they're going to see that's really fun and keep doing it to me. You're fine, thank you.
Exactly.
You got me good. I will own that. You got me real good. I was like, there's something in my head talking to me. What is happening?
Right, yeah, exactly. Let's see. There's something I've come across in my preliminary research that might be particularly important to RSN with potential for litigation. A contracting company named Anchor Management Land Surveyor somehow avoided scrutiny after the collapse. At least I hadn't heard of it. Looking at the paperwork, I believe the RSN could take legal action against Anchor Management and have a very strong case. Going after Anchor Management instead of the state, like the council currently is, also means that the state might be more willing to partially fund the new bridge. Please let me know what you think and if there's a time we can work out for me to come in. I wouldn't be so adamant about this if I didn't think it was. This is replying back to Beth from Rocksteady. So Beth, those points are impactful. Thanks for clarifying. I know we all want what's best, and I trust your good heart and your thoroughness. Can you come in before our weekly meeting next Friday? I want a chance to talk to you before you potentially speak with everyone, just to make sure we're on the same page. Our meeting is at 9 p.m., so why don't you meet me at 8? Best wishes, Sawyer Davis.
Which Friday?
It says 8 days ago. I don't know when this was saved. So we ran into this problem as well.
So I think she never backed it up again. Had it in her notes.
Oh wait, no, we do know. So it says today. It says today, 10:37 p.m. Talked to her on Friday. And there's no more replies after this.
Is this the Friday Beth died?
I think so. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. What time did we narrow it down to?
9 something to 10 something.
This reply was at 10:37 p.m. from Beth. So it says, yeah, so Beth's saying, absolutely, I'll see you at 8 p.m. next Friday. And then, thanks again for speaking with me tonight, Sawyer. I really enjoyed working with you. I know Clarence wasn't very open to the idea of a new bridge, but I'll try and talk to him one-on-one in the next couple of weeks to see if he'll come around. We both want the best for Mallory Rock. Until then, I agree that it's best to keep all of this under wraps. Looking forward to talking with you and the RSN again.
Huh. They're perplexing. Definitely died by 10:34.
Yeah.
It was definitely not. Don't put any dates on any.
Yeah,
it's so
so
ambiguous. Easy to like.
So I don't know if this is the Friday prior.
Still isn't open to the idea of the bridge.
This could have been the week prior to her death, right? Because she died on a Friday.
She definitely died on a Friday.
I feel like this may have been the week prior then. That makes sense. That would make sense actually in the overall timeline because this sounds like the very beginning phases of all of this.
Yeah.
And so Clarence wouldn't have argued with her yet outside. So this would have happened prior to that. So this has to be the week prior to her death.
Desperate, like trying to clarify.
At least the week prior to her death,
okay.
If not more than 1 week.
That was the last reply. Why don't you meet me on Friday? And then what happened?
It just says looking forward to talking with you and the RSN again.
Okay. But went well, so she must have gotten some of them on her side.
I mean, I guess it did go somewhat well. It did say something. I'll try to talk. That Clarence wasn't very open to the idea of the new bridge, so she's gonna try to talk to him about it.
Sure. Okay.
So,
anything back from that email?
probably.
I had to try. Worth a try.
Okay.
Right. Well,
so,
I thought there'd be a mystery within that or something to point us to the next step, but.
Okay. Well. Yeah. And it doesn't look like there's anything. Yeah, there's no other new stuff outside of the KeepSafe.
Joey's in it. Joey, Beth's husband. Well, that's his father. Oh, and there's a Ryan Reaver. I wonder. Maybe that's Reverend Reaver.
This must be just the most recent. This most recent.
Like ledger of people, I think.
Well, Clarence Reaver.
Yeah, but
no, Ryan Reaver.
Oh, so yeah,
that wouldn't be Clarence.
The Reverend, yeah.
Yeah, Clarence is the Reverend.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have the vote record, and we have the member list.
Let's read this because maybe we'll understand more about how they get their signature stamp.
Okay, from the member list.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Jazzy Wills coming in with that tier 1 stuff. Thank you so much. 5 months already, Jazzy. 5 months. I can't believe it. All right, so welcome in. All right, so let's go. Yeah, I guess we'll go over this. So here's your stars again. Your filled in star.
Yeah.
Versus not filled in star.
Interesting.
All right, so at every age, it is prudent for man to examine the liberties, laws, and judgments of the life he abides by. We're getting through it. We're trying to. We have a couple things up in the Discord already. So if you want, hop on into the Discord. and checked out we have some files that you can check out in there that need have a bunch of cipher code in them. So that's these two pieces here. So we're definitely letting people look at those to try to see if they can figure out the cipher.
First number illuminates our secrets.
There are a number of stars in each one, and that tells you that earlier. There we go. All right. So, all right. So yeah. So it says, all right. So at every age, it is prudent for a man to examine the liberties, laws, and judgments of the life he abides by, as seen through the eyes of his esteemed forefathers. When he discovers that his fellows have strayed from the good intention of those who laid foundation, and therefore have overlooked the blessing of the Creator, it becomes necessary to correct course.
We say cult.
Right? This we view as our God-given right and responsibility. We, the sons of Edgar Mallory's Brotherhood of Seven Navigators, those good men named George Ballantyne, Elisha Ferris, Robert Good, Samuel Gundy, Josiah Hendricks, Thomas Reaver, and Silas Woodard. In 1690, our forefathers, with Edgar Mallory, did pledge to live by the following principles. I am not led, I lead. Fortune favors the bold. Deeds, not words. I shall find a way or make one. Through hardship to the stars. Each man is the maker of his own fortune. If I cannot move heaven, I will raise hell. Caesar's end is another's beginning. A wolf does not fear a barking dog. Nothing comes from nothing. The eagle does not catch flies, and from possibility to actuality. What you got over there?
Next paragraph.
Oh,
Talking
okay.
about full stars and hollow stars, so
yeah.
I'm guessing that might be where we're going.
From this pledge in 1690, so let me scroll down here a little bit so you can see this on the screen. All right, so from this pledge in 1690, we have witnessed a deviation of the most grievous nature on our beloved Mallory Rock. We have diverged from the righteous and the just. We have followed an incorrect heading, for when the stars are bold and full, there is a way forth, but should they be hollow and unfulfilled, there is naught ahead. A sign from our Lord to cease. We have, as a people, drifted off course, led by the soft-hearted and indisposed. All right, Jazzy. So to continue along this path will be ruinous. Thus, we hereby vow to preserve the work of our esteemed forefathers, to uphold their values, strength, and tradition for the good of the land, through famine and misfortune by way of secrecy, when requisite, for as long as we live, to see our sons take up the helm of leadership. As the North Star guided Mallory, so shall we, the navigators, be guided by his 12 principles. This we swear on the sanctity of our blood and vow to sign again upon every new age. All right, so wait, so Josiah Hendricks was a founding member?
No, these guys down here are the current members.
No, right here. Josiah
okay,
Hendricks.
so like, yeah, apparently not that Joey.
Yeah, it must be yeah. So Joy must be named after a ancestor.
I mean, there's Valentine number 3. Even
yeah,
Valentine
true.
Number 2, like a lot of that old and.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything hidden on this paper. So
the word not in that sounds like such a seafaring word. N-A-U-G-H-E.
So do we think so Kimmy, you had said that earlier that you'd figured out, I think, 2 of the constellations, right? So you know that that this one belongs to the dad. We know that.
That belongs to Beth and Gwen.
Right, to Beth and Gwen's dad.
It's Mr. Ferris's. Well,
yes.
Yeah, Mr. Ferris's.
Yes. So were you able to determine the others? Oh, you've been able to figure out a bit more. Nice. That's absolutely fantastic to hear. Okay, so let me grab the paper copy version. So let's do this. Let's go with pull that up there. Feel a little bit better. We've got a top row, a middle row, and a bottom row. So top row, middle row, bottom row. Which ones do you think you have figured out? Okay. You got Cygnus, Cassiopeia, and Corvus for sure. Do you know which ones those are?
Wait, what?
Cygnus, Cassiopeia, and Corvus.
Oh, I thought she knew like whose stamp was which.
No,
Okay.
I think she figured out the constellations. So I was going to at least write those down with which constellation they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so M looking one, so this top one right here, the top right. All right, so that's Cassiopeia. Okay. Right.
The
Okay.
Great Square. Great Square of Pegasus.
One, possibly
I
Pegasus.
don't know.
This one?
This looks like Great Square.
Corvus is the middle one in the second row. Okay, so this one right here is Corvus.
So then definitely not Pegasus. Oh my gosh. So
But
there's families of constellations as well as constellations.
okay. Okay. I was gonna say this one is Cupid. That one is person just having a great old time. Uh, this one is person diving. Uh, yeah, I'm way wrong though. All right, so Cygnus is the bottom right. The one looks like a bow and arrow. All right. So we've got a phrase with that of the stars number illuminates our secrets. Stars number.
And getting keyword.
Yeah.
Word
The
illuminate
stars
can be
number illuminates our secret. I don't see anything hidden in this either. Okay. Has anyone had any luck with these with the encoded?
Even started them. Even start looking.
Well, no, I was just asking if anyone had by chance looked at it and if they maybe had an idea.
Okay.
I mean, you can start looking at them if you'd like. I don't know where to begin with them. I
haven't
don't
started
know.
because I didn't want to do it in 4 seconds and then be like, us an idea. We can start there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Patience wears thin. Your reassurance was given several months ago, and I gave you. I don't know what the cipher would like.
Shift cipher, isn't it?
I mean, how do we know it's a shift cipher?
ACA, that wouldn't make anything.
I mean, it could
But,
be a
like, what
combination
common-
of scramble and shift. But
It
we don't.
reminds me a lot of Viola.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah, when we did the curtain
Like,
call.
when I look at this, it seems Viola. Yeah, she was
So
a
the
shift cipher with varying degrees of difficulty.
Right. So yeah, so that's the problem is trying to figure out what the like how much we shift it by.
Have says something about like going through or towards open, but the closed ones for not. You look up the Mariner's word for not and AUGH.
What you just need to know what
I
it
want to know the
means.
definition.
Oh,
Out of
okay.
curiosity. The way they use it, it's right here. Just
Hello, Commandant.
use it as like incorrect
N
not
A
ahead.
U.
Follow and unfulfilled.
Means nothing.
It does mean nothing. Okay. I was assuming, but I wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so there's something about ACA, and I think so. I don't understand why you let ACA handle your blank. You know anyone with 3 letters to their name?
Do you have your?
Sam. No, because
We've already. Well, I mean.
ACA that wouldn't work though. It would be
Well,
like. Be like.
It would need to be. Are you saying it would need to be a male?
Well, no, like I'm saying ACA. It can't be Sam because Sam's. It would have to be like the same letter twice with one different in the middle. Sam's name wouldn't work.
Oh, I
You
see what
follow
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying? Yeah. So I was trying to think of short names, and that's the only one I can think of at the moment. ACA stands out to me quite a bit. Your won't let you say, and I would.
Welcome back, Katie. So right now, chat, we are trying to work on figuring out what the site or what the code is for our cipher on these 2 encoded messages.
Is the word micromanaged? She kept saying.
Right,
Like that.
but why would Sam have a stamp
True,
for the?
especially if her dad. From when she was.
Oh yeah, because I didn't notice that before that his name's scratched out.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
He left. Pulling up Sam's crinkled up page to see if the right thing was. Not sure why the stamp would be on.
Yeah.
Got to go on. Not even close.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Definitely.
So
why you let blank
What if that's not a name? What if it's saying something different? I'm just wondering if it's not a. I mean, if we're saying that it's not a, or that it's a straight shift, and that A is absolutely every single time going to be a different letter and it's going to be the same every time, then it's a lot harder. But
yeah, I agree.
If some of these letters, like if every third letter is supposed to shift by so many numbers, that sort of thing,
yeah,
then I mean, we could be talking her, him.
I'm just trying to figure out if we recognize any of the handwriting from any of
Yeah,
the
because I almost
we know who's
feel.
talking. I feel like we know how to train. If someone else has ideas.
Yeah, no, I think it has something to do with something about the star's number, but I don't know what that means.
It has to do with this paragraph. I can tell you that.
The star's number has to do with that.
It talked about hollow and filled in stars. All those are hollow stars. Some
Okay.
numbers we're going to count, and some we don't. But how we determine which is going to be the question.
Yes, it says we have followed an incorrect heading for when the stars are bold and full. There is a way forth. But should they be hollow and unfulfilled, there is not ahead, a sign from our Lord to.
Nothing ahead.
So
Like 5 dots between those 2 points.
maybe.
We wanted to play with 5 really quick and just see if we've got something.
Yeah, possibly.
All right, let me just do the ACA one really quick because that'll be easy. A shifted 5.
C shifted 5.
Yeah. Got to start hacking at it somewhere. Some more ideas come.
H. Well, what if it's shift and then you got to scramble? That's what it is. T.
Do you really have anything for? I'm still crunching.
Yeah. Looks like Kimmy is going to be back here, well.
Okay.
Chat. I mean, if any of you have any ideas on those 2 encoded messages, we're struggling a little bit here with the ciphers on this because I'm not finding a definitive like, hey, this is the clue on how to decipher it.
No way you could use a stamp to see highlight certain letters. There's no way it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me that stamp pad. We're getting for real. They send this stuff for a reason. Let's start getting stamped.
There you go. You want to stamp on that, or you want to stamp on this?
You're gonna really regret this or not. I'm just trying to play with it in different.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a better idea?
No.
Bring it, because I'm so stuck at the moment.
Not at all.
You know, this is for Beth's dad, Ferris. I'm just trying to figure out if there's an F, like if the letters somehow match to the numbers or dots or something. No Morse code or. How do you take constellations and make them into? And what does this photo say? Stars.
The star's number illuminates our story. Is there something with
Wait a second.
All good, accommodate.
Don't the constellations have it? Oh, no.
That's what I was just gonna ask, because if that's the case. So we know that This one we said was Cygnus.
Or maybe the number of the name. Maybe like the star formation's name. Like Cygnus's name. How many letters is that?
Constellations have numbers.
Again.
Each star is assigned a number in the Latin genitive of the constellation. Okay.
Of this.
Go Cygnus constellation. The Cygnus is a northern constellation on the plane of Bay. Let's see. Cygnus was among the 48 constellations listed by the 2nd century. Has 9 main stars. 5, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not including the 2 on the end.
Count. Okay.
Maybe that's it. Maybe you got to count you got to shift it by that number. So what's your other one? Yeah, your other one has 1, 2, 3, 4.
6, 7. 12.
Yeah, 12. So let's try that. So your small word has 12, or has shifted by 12. So A is M.
And then the C would be.
C is O.
That works. Let's try another one. Let's try WB.
All right, so shifting W by 12. W is I. B as in boy.
Yeah.
Is third, or that would be N as in.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so we've got mom. Okay.
Okay. So we've got to figure okay, so I think we got it figured out. So that's okay. No, you got it. We're you can absolutely catch up a bit. I mean, because right now we're just trying to decipher, right? So you can, yeah, so what we would do is basically look at those 2 messages. So what we figured out is that you have to count you have to count the number within the constellation, not including the 2, this star here and the star there. So if you count what's in the middle of it, that is how many you need to shift the letters by. So there you go. So there's that. That is set for this one here. So if you want to go through and figure it out as well, then that works as well.
I don't know for sure the other one is that way.
I'm pretty positive that's gonna be the case though.
Agree with it.
Yeah, that's fine. So we've got some
black pen one. I need.
No, it was a blue pen.
Oh, never mind.
All right, so we've got this one was 9. So all right, you got all yours written out then.
Good? Yeah, okay. I'm good. You can do your things.
And chat wants to know that if they redeem a Bean Boozled bean, that if we
Deal.
both eat it or if
Well, obviously we can't eat the same bean,
yeah.
but I'm willing to do that.
Okay.
If
So
I
the
eat-
answer
if I eat
answer
vomit, though, I may be leaving screen.
the
for 5
answer
or 10 minutes.
is yes for your beans. So if you redeem 2 beans, then we'll each eat one. But I think there is a cooldown on that. So what I'll do is if you activate one, I'll wait for the cooldown to be up. I'll let you activate the second one, and then we'll do the beans if you choose to do the Bean Boozled beans. And yes, Dixper is active. So yeah, we've already been hit by 1 Dixper skill. All right, so we're gonna work on.
Is that the one that scared the bejeebies out of me?
Yes, yes, it is. All right, so I'm gonna work on this letter right here. I'm gonna pull that up. We're gonna do. Wait, I'll have it up on here. There we go. All right, so you're working on that one.
I'm working on yes. You're working on the one that looks more like a.
Yep. Bow and arrow.
Oh, sure, that works. Yeah.
Or
Mine-
a bird flying. Yeah, either one. I can see it.
Mine keeps reminding me
Okay.
of a spider with a lot of legs.
All right, and it looks like Katie redeemed for 1 Bean Boozled bean, so they said they'll wait the cooldown period to redeem the other one, so we
Is
both
this-
have to eat them.
Is this Arcady? I may or may not have to hurt later.
Yes.
Just clarifying.
All right. So patience wears thin. Your reassurance was given several months ago, and I gave you XJ. So you said this was. I don't want to write on that. I want to write on this one.
I just highlighted the words I thought were suspicious, but a few of them may not be.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So we're shifting by 9.
I didn't want that to get written on.
No, that's the copy.
Oh, okay. Either way, if you were gonna write on that, I didn't want it bleeding or like pressure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine.
Whatever.
I'll do that so I can write on this. All right, so we're gonna look at. Yeah, this is the one that I'm working on. We've figured out there's 9 dots within this constellation. So we're gonna shift like the XJ that's right here. We will shift each letter by 9. So X would be.
Every time.
Oh man. I don't know
Maybe-
why
maybe
that
the first
I
person
don't
to have
know
a
why
heart
that
attack
window
were
didn't
great.
show up as being on top. The last time it was.
Oh, I thought it was a flailing leg of a bear.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a bear, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
thought it
The
was
last
a
one
bear.
that Katie did covered the whole screen and it
Scared
covered
me,
up
yeah.
everything. But for some reason, for some reason that one only showed behind the window that I had open. All right. All right, so my patient wears thin. Your reassurance was given several months ago, and I gave. Yeah, they were Halloween ones. Now I will. Don't worry. Okay, so I know that there's a few of those that you are absolute fans of in that special Halloween Dixper crate, and I am going to make sure that it gets carried over into my horror and terror crate. So there will be a few of those that I'll select out and move over for you. Okay. All right,
Can you read
so
these
I may
five
not be
letters?
right on this.
I need you really quick. Can you read these 5 letters to me?
KVWQV.
That is a Q to you. All right, that makes-
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if it's shifted by 9, then X should be G. J should be S. That is... Yes.
You know the M. When you're shifting it by 9, try the other direction. If we were shifting forward by 9, try shifting backwards by 9.
For how to do that on this.
You may not be able to.
Like that. Oh. Well, you know what? Look at that. I'm not even pushing keys on the keyboard right now. So there you go. All right, so it would be shifted by 17 then.
Essentially, yeah. Is
20,
that
25,
17
right?
plus?
25,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because there's 26 letters.
Well, right, but 0 is A.
Oh, okay, great.
0 would line up. So what I did was I lined up A with A, and then I went 1,
So
2, 3,
then,
4, 5, 6, 7,
Really quick,
8, 9.
what's X and J?
X would be O, and then J would be A.
Not feeling that either. Probably gonna be like 2, so something of that nature, but we just gotta keep playing with it.
Yeah.
So try only the numbers going from here to here. So try 1, 2, 3. No, because when I did mine, I counted all. Even if that was flipped, A and O.
Yeah, like. Oh no. Let me see what you're. Let me get back there. So we were looking at the constellations. So we figured out, and we think I don't know if it was a fluke or if we were actually on to something. But we counted the number of stars inside of the constellation. So this one, where's it at? There it is. So this one, this constellation, we counted the number of dots, not the number, not including the star, the filled-in star or the empty star, just the
Did you
dots.
say you had 12?
And that was 12
Oh no, I did.
for this. You had 12 on
9.
this one.
Okay.
I have 9, but it's not adding. But that's not working. You know, let me hold on. This may be a fluke, and I may be.
No, it's either O or G.
Okay, so if I shift A by 12, that means X is. J is.
Going forward or backwards, 9, neither worked. As long as that's really the words X and.
So when I tried it by 12, and that doesn't match up either. X would be J, and J is V is Victor. JV.
By 12.
Yeah, so.
L would be.
Right, but what about J? What about J backwards?
I'm going backward.
I thought because there's 12,
Mm-hmm.
there's 12 of the lines for their oath. I thought
Three.
maybe that was it.
The other one's working. Do you want to finish this one up really quick? There's 3 words left on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll try to put it.
That's okay. I got this.
Okay.
Shifted forward by 12, right? Yep. Okay. So. Okay,
Why
so
a
we thought.
capitalization?
Yeah, so we did figure this out that this one is working for this little note here. So it is working to do. We counted the number of dots, and then the constellation that we're shifting the letters by that number by 12. So all right, so in my desk, before you ask again, I didn't look at that.
An idiot. 10 left. 10. I counted it wrong.
What? You can try 10, but why would you? We didn't count them twice on here.
No.
Just counting that dot twice, maybe.
Maybe.
So 10.
Intersecting. Those don't intersect or something. I'm just gonna try it.
So
Oh, you're good. Let me try it.
we're shipping by
that
10, right?
Makes sense.
Well, we're shipping by 10. I got you. So X is H. Shifting by 10.
Oh, see, I was trying a different word. Okay, so H you said, and then what was J?
J is T. No.
I know what I'm trying to look for is a common sized word that I can. Like
Yeah.
that's my best bet for. I believe X and J.
Yeah. All right, so let's finish this one here. So 12. So K. Okay, so we've got that. And then we've got a JCHS on here. So right now I've got right. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, it's just never cleared. All right, so JCHS. We've got J is V, C is O. S is E. Okay, so this one's done. So this letter here is says picked up files from mom and left them in my desk. Before you ask again, I didn't look at them, as always. I don't understand why you let mom handle your papers, but you won't let me. I've followed everything you say, and I would have known which way to vote, even if you hadn't told me. I don't need to be micromanaged anymore. What else do you need from me to prove to you that I'm good enough? Ooh.
That one didn't get me. It was too involved. I'm sorry. I've jumped out of my skin the last 2 times, and it was absolutely embarrassing as I'll get out.
Right?
Sorry, I'm very proud that one didn't get me. It probably will in 2 more minutes if you try again. But for now, it did not get me.
She's so proud of that too.
I am
So proud of it.
I've jumped out
So
of my
proud
skin.
that you did not get her. All right.
Y'all can't be as tough as nails like you.
You're right.
Those creepy, freaking games that you play.
Yeah.
Anything comes on blank. That's a name. Starts with a capital letter.
And what she's talking about, chat, is so Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch, right? I'm normally live 6 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can feel free to tune in, and there's several nights that I will play some horror games on stream as well. So it's a great time to redeem some of these Dixper skills and make me jump out of my skin.
Do you actually jump out of your skin? That's what I want.
There's times that I stop breathing, I feel like. All right, so who could this be? So it's talking. I mean, it could be, like you said.
I feel like it might be Joey. Read it in the context of it being Joey.
Yeah, because then he could be talking to his writing the letter to his dad.
Maybe. Yeah, because basically his dad might be into something not so good. Something about why you let mom handle papers, but you won't let me. I found everything I've done today. I wouldn't have known which way to vote. Oh, never mind. Joey's not on the council. Gotcha.
Okay.
Never mind, because Joey didn't have a vote on the council, remember?
Well, we've got Eric Good.
Wait, what about the brother?
Brother?
There's 2 brothers.
Kevin and Eric Good?
No. I was thinking of Chris and Steven. We don't know anything about their parents, but Chris and Steven are both on the council.
Oh, Chris and Stephen Valentine.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of people who would be on the town council. He says the word vote. So it has to be someone who could have voted against something. You know what I mean? So had a say in the vote. So the only options would have been the Valentine brothers, Allison Bates Good, Beth, have a vote, Ed.
All right. And looks like we got Bean Boozle Beans.
I guess it could be Sam writing it to Ed, maybe.
All right. So here we go. Chat, we've got our Bean Boozled Beans. Okay. So the 2 we've got are either stink bug or canned dog food.
What are the good options of both of those?
Chat, which one? Chat,
No,
which one? No. Chat, which one do you want Mrs. Strange to have? Chat, which one do you want Mrs. Strange to have? I could hear that look. Did you see when I looked over? I already knew it was there before I even looked. I could hear that look. I could hear that look, chat.
You were well trained.
Well, the good part is when I run out, I can just order refills for the tub. Like, I don't have to pay the money for a whole new tub. I can just order refills. But right, sus. So dog food or stink bug. So which one do you want Mrs. Strange to have? You want the vote is dog food so far? You want Mrs. Strange to have dog food? Okay. I think the vote is for you to have the dog food. There you go. Which more than likely is going to be chocolate pudding because I feel like I've eaten all the dog food ones already.
Can I ask you how much they taste like dog food? That's pretty accurate.
All right.
So what are the rules for this? Do I get a cheer for 5 seconds and slurp?
You just got to eat it. Yeah, if you can stand it, then you can stand it. But yeah, if you need a drink, you can take a drink. Regular water makes it worse. Stink bug.
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I can't make a drink.
Oh god, that's worse than normal. Stink bug. Oh my god, that's way worse than normal.
Oh, I'm not watching right now. That was.
Oh.
Alright, focusing on this one.
Oh, God.
Think about my misery. Don't do Bean Boozled. Those are disgusting. That was
Oh.
awful. 80.
That was so horrible. That was so horrible.
Thank you for the dog food, I guess. I never thought I would say that.
Oh.
Wait, did you just take a drink?
I did. I told you you could take a drink. No, I said you could take a drink.
Your breath smells like stink bug here.
All right. There you go.
Our room currently smells like a skunk just died. I'm not joking you right now. Oh, I've been ruined.
I was trying to breathe down into the air filter or the air purifier
Awful.
to see if I could get it to kick on.
Awful.
Commandite says you're welcome.
Thank you. Never thought I'd be happy to have. Oh,
Okay.
that one's awful.
Uh,
All right, I'm getting somewhere on yours. Just give me a little longer to grind on this one. Ooh,
Okay.
that was gross.
Well, you know, I'm curious about something. We're counting numbers in these constellations, so I'm curious. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2.
Already tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm grinding from there.
Oh, there it goes. Now it showed up over the
See?
screen.
That's one. I'm 1 to 4.
All right.
So far.
So this one we said had 1, 2, 3, 12. All right, and then this one we said had 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. None of these have the same amount.
What numbers do you have so far? Because I tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So all we have left is 10, 6, 10, 12, and 9.
Yeah, but so we shifted that one by 12 because that was what is signed at the bottom of the page.
Right.
So it would have made sense to shift this one by 9.
Right.
So why didn't it work? Oh, God.
Do we know the name of this one?
I'm still tasting that. No.
Use some of my
think-
water to see if that would.
No,
It seriously still smells like a skunk in this room. That
Probably.
stink bug is probably the worst smelling one I've ever. Oh,
Okay.
that's awful.
Oh yeah, no, we do. Hercules. This one, bottom left is Hercules. Is what
What was
Kimmy
that?
had said. So that one's Hercules.
Because that would have been 8 letters, so that does not
Yeah.
compute. I was trying to figure out if there was any correlation between their names and the letter shifting.
The one here,
I'm just gonna
possibly
keep
a
doing-
triangulum.
I'm doing it the way I've been doing it. I'm going to keep grinding on the numbers because I'm just running it through each way, trying really quick to see. where that
Perseus
matches.
is the middle left. So each one of these, though, has a different number of stars. So I'm wondering if somehow that tells us who the stamps are.
Skeletons and shivers down your spine. Creepy.
Like
All
a
right.
haunted pirate ship.
I know,
all
right?
Leave you.
A little bit of a haunted stream going. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. There's 12
I'm working
names
on this.
without Gundy.
Oh, are you thinking like these somehow?
No, these. The names.
So what about the 12 names? I'm sorry, I'm trying to follow.
I'm trying to figure out if the number is somehow associated with a specific name, right? Like obviously one constellation is associated to one name, but I'm wondering if it's the order in which it is on the paper. Right? So like how many numbers are in that one?
I was trying to figure out. This one's hard.
You know, flip it over. Oh man, I just burped that up. Oh, that's horrible still. Absolutely horrible still.
Stink bug equals skunk. I like that one. More of that one, please.
Right? Some Tetris.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting 17. Do you want to double check me?
Okay.
Inky.
Man, that's a
It's
lot.
Inky, so be careful. I'm not very good at counting dots, apparently. So I
1,
might wanna
2,
check
3,
me on that
4.
one.
I got 17. I may be completely way off.
Now, let's try number 10.
Ah, broke the screen. All right. So I don't know. I'm I feel like that one's different. It's not that one I feel like maybe is different than just a simple shift cycle.
Let's read it. Sometimes something in the wording tells you how to shift it. If not, we'll go back to Gwen's. Always a clue, and if not, we'll hit the hints page.
Yeah, that's true.
My patient wears thin. Your reassurance. I gave you blank, blank, blank issue. On anything. Wait, something development maybe?
I don't know.
Blank.
I really don't know.
If they say their patient's wearing is very thin, say the word please.
This is the one we're trying to figure out, chat, and we just can't seem to figure out.
Back for a second, read Gwen. I hear you.
I don't know.
Is that pound puppies?
No.
Oh, okay. It's just
Some
something
kind of
about
music.
barking dogs.
All right.
Hold on a second. Give me that. I need contract. I have a copy. I have a copy and I buried it. Never mind. I have a copy. All right. Something about buried secrets. Okay. What one did we just do? We just did this one.
Mm-hmm.
We shifted it 12, right?
Correct.
Trying to see if it correlates to the number. You said that all the numbers have so much. I'm trying to see if they correlate to the things right here at
yeah,
all.
possibly.
So I'm trying to see what from this 1, 4.
Why would so number 9, chat, which is how many dots was in that?
Well, I'm trying to see if it matches the one we know before it wouldn't matter if it
was 9. So if it's that, maybe it's a wolf does not fear a barking dog.
followed an incorrect. Well, there is a or unfulfilled. Our word to
Right on that. Okay. So Okay. There's got to be a clue here, chat. There's got to be. You know what, Kimmy? I was fully expecting that as well.
What?
Kimmy was expecting at least one constellation to be a zodiac sign.
Yeah, I thought you said no.
Yeah, but like that's what I was originally expecting when we saw those. I was like, oh, I bet they're zodiacs, but yeah, I don't think they are. Well, they didn't match the symbol. So Timmy's been looking at the constellations and figuring out which constellation they match up.
Eating maybe, so we can figure out how to.
Well, what I'm
Anyone
trying to
online-
also
wait,
figure out is how are we supposed to, like, I haven't seen anything so far.
hold on a second. Totally different idea. I was trying to think about every ninth letter, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the one really is close to a Virgo. Oh man, turning us into infected.
Wait,
All right, so we're also trying to rule somebody out,
one
right?
second. I'm gonna do.
Who's on our list of suspects?
Okay, so far we have Mom, Dad, and Joey, and then we have the friend, and then we have. Oh wow! I just went blank.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the list. We received a
Oh, Jordan Woodard, the Reverend Reaver.
we received
and
an
the
official
parents.
list though at the end of episode 2.
That did not get me. Seriously, Joey, his parents, Jordan, and Reverend.
Okay. So the
You know
email that we opened up, the email thread, no,
I'm gonna go back to the.
that won't rule anybody out. We already figured that out. I'm just trying to figure out like
What in
nothing
this-
nothing
yeah.
in this so far that we've
Mhm.
been reading has had a time where it automatically has been like, oh hey, hold on, that person couldn't have killed her because they were here at this time.
None of that has. Reverend, his letter doesn't really prove much of anything. I'm gonna read the cipher rules here really quick to see if I can get any other idea. So, in order to eliminate suspects' motive, did benefit from the murder in any way, have a personal reason to commit the murder, and their reason be proven. Means, did the suspect have the ability to commit the murder? Did they have a or weapon? 3. Could the suspect have murder knowing the time frame of the crime? Wait, where are they? You see the time of the don't know where.
Right.
We don't know how far.
But we
away
also
from
don't
the
know that
beach it
that's
was.
where she was murdered.
Well, no, but we don't know how far away from the beach. They
Oh,
like
sure.
argued across the road from the beach, and that direction she got violent. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, go. Okay. Written in. Okay. Have any a lot of words written without vowels? No, they have. Oh, did we try an add a batch cipher on that one? Try that really quick.
Okay.
So we have XJ, right?
Mhm.
And what did I do? The N and then J would be.
Either. Man, this one's got a stump.
I mean, like, do you want to try doing every 9 letters, like, throughout the whole thing? I mean, it seems like way complicated, but
I feel like that wouldn't work because every 9th letter, you're
right.
so many of those words have less than 9 letters.
I just meant like across the whole doc. I meant like literally every 9 letters. Like maybe
Every
the
ninth
mixed
letter you
up
change it?
letters are intentionally to screw us off. Maybe every 9th letter is what we want.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I'm trying to go a totally different direction now since
Okay.
the shifts aren't working.
So 1, 2. The first 2 letters would be CI.
I'm just thinking other ways to shift this so we can play with it.
So possibly C, possibly.
Other option where only every so many letters get shifted, all the letters in.
Correct,
those
yeah.
letters may be appropriate, and then we shift the other.
I just can't think of a 2-letter word that has X or J in it.
Also be done by letters. And one shift is used. One sentence in a message to a shift. 7. On a more difficult level, this could be themselves. Do well every odd letter. It's spelled backward, scrambled in some manner.
I gave you, and then a 2-letter word. So
So
be so.
Me?
We'll try so.
maybe me would work.
I gave you me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were putting it in context of a sentence.
Yeah.
Words, babe.
Sorry. So, and I gave you so, maybe so much on the something issue. So let me try so. So let's see. What was that? X equals S, and then that would mean J needs to equal. Gave you. I tried. Gave you am. And would. Tried PO. All right, I don't know, chat. Like, do you?
All right,
I mean,
we're gonna go
I'm
with
about
hint.
ready.
I think we're going with a
Yeah,
hint.
are we
Not
gonna-
a cheat, but a hint.
Are we gonna look up a hint? You might pull it up.
Is that I got it. Unless you're gonna pull it up. Yes.
Chat. Anybody have any last second ideas here on this? Because I mean, I'm struggling hard on it, on how to solve this cipher. We've tried the number 9 because the other note used the number of dots, but I feel like maybe that was just a coincidence. Like, I'm worried that that was just a coincidence. We're just way off base. Pull it up here. Figure out the so the hints. So the hints that we're receiving, okay, so we're looking at Mallory Rock hints. So looking at this right here, chat. Okay, so let's see if so each note has specific words encoded. Look back to your investigation. Yeah, we already figured that part out. We also figured out that the constellations on these notes can also be found on the boat record. The navigators sure do love Edgar Mallory. Perhaps he has the key to a clearer picture. So that absolutely, I think, has something to do here with the star's number illuminates our secrets. So 9. We shifted backwards by 9, right? Did a backward cipher of
I was
9?
just trying to do that again. That word doesn't work. It looks like it says OA. Machine. X.
All right, so okay, hint number 3 is to count the number of stars, if we figured that out.
Yeah.
Hint number 4 is to figure out the encoded words. You'll need to shift backwards, since the encoding process shifts forward. We went forward 12. No, I mean on the other one, we went forward 12. We did A to, then we went forward 12. So if when you shift back 9, when you shift backwards 9 from A, what is it? Make sure I'm matching up here. Okay, so we have to somehow shift backwards. Process shifts, but it's
Keep doing that. I'm gonna keep going for a second. I feel like I'm so close.
I'm gonna check a couple of these other words just in case.
You said 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think for every letter you shift it differently. Like the first one, second letter you shift forward. Second letter you shift 3, and third letter you...
Maybe. I don't know why that would be the case if we didn't do that for the other one.
But the thing is, the same author didn't write both of them.
True.
Totally
Okay,
different
so
rules.
all right, so the first letter shift by what?
1.
Okay, so
You had 9 counts on the stars, right? 9.
the first letter would shift by 1, so X would be Y.
The second letter would shift by 4.
Okay,
Yeah, forward or back.
forward.
Like clearly on here, we need to go back.
Go
Whatever we
backwards
try, let's
1.
go backward.
So X, W. Okay,
And the second set will be 4 backwards.
okay, and J would be F, WF. Try the other direction, shift forward by 4. J is in, Y in. Either.
All right, I'm just trying to abstract things just to see what we can do.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm running out of ideas.
Christopher Valentine has a 7 at the end of his name. Figure out, would it help us to figure out who signed this form? Like, would that make any difference at all? Because basically, what we're being told is if someone's using a stamp on both of these documents, they're both guys. All the men have stamps. No women have a stamp. Jody's out, so we have Reaver, Woodard, Joey, and the dad Martin. We have 4
So
known
Christopher
authors.
Valentine is Christopher Valentine the 7th.
Yeah. I was thinking the 7th and the 2nd, maybe 7 and 2. Their stamps were the 7th, maybe, but I don't.
Okay.
Honestly, I thought for Jordan Woodard, his look that M looking thing would be clever for him. But I like how to connect those dots. note has words encoded. Look back at your notes. On the vote record. Peter sure do love Edgar Mallory, perhaps. Oh, wait a second. Edgar Mallory in that photo has his fingers like this.
No, it kind of looks like there's just a way his hand's sitting on it.
Just a second. I don't know if he was crossing them whenever.
No, doesn't look like it. Looks like he just has a like thumb like tucked in some fingers forward. Just has the stars numbers.
Okay, we're gonna do this a different way.
I don't see anything hidden in this either.
I'm just comparing handwriting styles for a second, see which man I can think. If we figure out who wrote it, I think we can figure out how to break it. Problem is, everyone has a different coding, right? So we've learned day one.
Mm-hmm. But we don't know anybody's coding style yet.
Right, but like so far we've seen Sam's. She likes to circle letters. We've
Yeah.
seen whoever wrote the first one, they did a simple shift 4. Nothing fancy. So I'm just trying to play with Sam's writing.
So
Why do you think he wrote uphold value straits tradition for the good of the land? Why are so many things capitalized here at the beginning?
not sure.
Here, our Lord is capitalized.
Right.
Soft is capitalized. Word is capitalized. Post is capitalized. Righteous equals
R equals J. Okay. So if R equals J, X would be P and J would be B.
butter. So
Right? Peanut butter.
jelly?
Crack this case wide open. It's peanut butter jelly time. All right.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, I say we cheat. I'm frustrated.
I don't know. I mean, this would
We'll
be the
come back
first.
to it.
This would be the first time. Because we completed
Honestly,
curtain call
I really
on our
feel
own.
like- I really feel like this is a conversation between Jordan, Woodard, and someone else. One needs
Mhm.
Jordan and one needs someone else. Okay, so the one talking about a mother, I doubt it's Jordan, right?
Right.
We don't hear anything about Reverend Reaver's mother, so I don't know.
So
And
why is this shift cipher not working? That's what I'm like.
you know what?
It matches up encoded notes. We got to figure out like we counted the stars. You tried shifting by 11, right?
I think I
Already.
did. Let me try it one more time. Give me
X.
M would be backward and I would be forward.
Okay, and what about J?
I is back.
Hold on, that might be it. That spells my. Go backwards. So let's shift backwards by 11.
You know what?
G. D. That's it. I did the 9 that we counted with the dots, but I added both of these into it. That makes 11. I don't know why it worked for why it's that way for this one, but you don't count that for the other one.
Anything about how the position? It's like.
Where's your other one? I mean, the open stars at the top versus this is at the bottom. That's the only difference that I can tell.
Way it's nothing. The other way is forward. We'll
Possibly.
probably figure that out on later episodes. Maybe let's just go and crack.
Yeah.
You give me the
no worries.
letters, I'll give you the numbers. Or you give me the letter, and I'll give you the letter.
E is probably
And we're
O.
going
Or
backwards
sorry,
11,
E.
right?
Yeah, E, backwards 11. I'm guessing E is T and P is O.
Yes. E
Or sorry, E is or P is E.
definitely. Sorry, I just went backwards 11 and got T. So.
Yeah, so E is T,
Okay.
P is E.
Sure.
Yeah, because it spells my. So
Okay,
your reassurance was given several months ago, and I gave you my vote
You're good.
on the.
I'm just making sure I count correctly. Do you want me to give you any more letters in, or are you good?
Yeah, M.
E is in
Okay, C.
R.
T.
I.
O. R. Okay, and I know P is E already. All right, so, and I gave you my vote on the bridge issue as promised. Have you found anything concrete on? All right, L.
A.
Y.
N.
N. S.
H.
Z and C. I already know the answers to.
Anchorage.
Anchor. Yep. All right, and so X was M.
O was A.
Yep. L was A. Y was N. So have you found anything concrete on anchor management yet? And then, all right, so E was T, S was H, the R, D was O, V. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we already did that. D. Okay. And then is E. E was E. L was A. O. J was Y. Rocksteady. So the Rocksteady needs a financial boost right now. And then we've got, so H is, I had H already. What's H?
Think about this. What was one we knew? Give me.
T is I. All right, winning. A. Alright. What's W?
I
Oh,
I
okay.
know what I'm doing. You know
W
how.
is L.
Yeah.
L is A. H was W. D was S. Was F. Lawsuit. All right. For a S. X was
It'll be a lot quicker.
yeah. Oh, T. E is T. Oh, I was looking
Yeah.
up. Never mind. That's a C. Because there's a little curve right here, and I
You're
thought it
fine.
was an E.
That's
Yep.
why I did this so I could be faster and
Settlement.
stop counting.
That's why I was having so much confusion. I was like, what is this word supposed to say? All right.
Yeah, ask me the letter. I can tell you instantaneously.
Okay. I think that's it, actually. So, all right. So my patience wears thin. Your reassurance was given several months ago, and I gave you my vote on the bridge issue, as promised. Have you found anything concrete on anchor management yet? The Rocksteady needs a financial boost right now. Winning a lawsuit or a settlement would help us immensely. Please make this a priority.
The leader of the Rocksteady group, out of curiosity.
That's what I was getting ready to pop back up here.
I don't remember any names from it. We finally figured it out, guys. Excited. Was the heart.
Last
So
constellation
Davis.
is Lepus. Okay.
Not. I don't remember the.
Yeah.
That seems weird. Again, why would someone be signing with the star symbols if they're not one of the members? I mean, the freaking numbers are right there. That just makes no sense.
So obviously, this note. I mean, obviously they voted on the bridge for the bridge issue because the stamp's here. So these two we know voted, or so anybody on this sheet then is presumed that they voted for it.
We just don't know any of them. The only person we do know is the dad.
Actually, wait. If we look at the way you were talking,
Yeah.
stars filled in, it's at the top. Filled in at the top. Filled in at the top. Not filled in at the top. Not filled in. Does that mean that they voted differently? Could that mean star filled in at the top, right? Means star filled in means go forth. So for when the stars are bold and full, there is a way forth. You're voting for it to go forward. And if it's if they're hollow and unfulfilled, then it's not ahead. So if that's higher on the sheet, then maybe that means they voted no. That's the only thing I can think of.
One of those two, if they voted no, would be Clarence. For sure.
Possibly.
You know, he's dead set against
But
it.
I
Right?
mean, we're only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stamps. And we have 12 names.
That counting Eddie.
No, not counting Eddie. 13 with Eddie. But
I wonder what the word suffragio means. Did you understand that? Because I've never heard of that as in my life.
That's okay. I just don't want the lamp to get knocked over.
If you
SUFFRAGIUM. Okay.
Cipher GM is said to mean a voting tablet / ballot, and in the abstract of vote, voice, suffrage, or the right of voting right.
Okay.
That's that voting sheet you were talking about.
Yep, so that's the vote. All right.
Hold on a second. I thought of another option. What are the order of the family houses?
All right, so
Valentine.
it'd be great if we could eliminate another suspect. Sam kind of fell in our lap, but I'm sure we can find enough info to eliminate someone else. Bell told me not to be afraid to explore and to try everything to find the truth. Find another suspect who can be proven innocent. Message me through the contact button on the desktop with the subject line "second suspect" and put the person's full name in the body of the message.
Okay. Beautified. Free Clarence again. Maybe this is his way of saying he's innocent in this situation.
Right? Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out where the proof is.
I see. The most I can say about that we were once. Which I'm doing heated. I now ask the name of you. Let my family and my class. That in return.
So I'm not seeing.
I did that one game before, and they made us make a really. Remember?
Okay.
One made us take a really that one time and make us.
Yeah, we had
to assume. I mean, who do you think the authors are? One more time on these 2 pages.
I at this point no idea because there's nothing definitive because that could be.
Wait a second, Joey is in this club. So if the vote
Correct.
he's talking about is regarding that paper, this totally could be Joey again. That could be Joey.
Okay.
Picked up files from mom and left them in
Yeah, you said that I think at the beginning.
I talked myself out of it because he wasn't in the town.
Yeah.
That's the vote we were talking about. We're talking about the vote for this that is specific to the Navigators. His stamp would count the Navigators. He's just not in the town council. I really think this is Joey.
So this is my question: does it count it? If we, I mean, this may be really simplistic. But if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 would mean
what
Jordan.
would 10 have? What would he have been if you counted?
2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so he's 10 with it.
So he would have been 9 without Ed Gundy. 9,
Okay.
10, 11. Right. 9 without. So Jordan Woodard would have been number 12. I don't think that's Jordan. I really don't think that is either. Like, what I'm trying to figure out, though, is, like, nothing right now.
I think it's proving Joey's innocent. I don't understand why you wanted this vote. I did what you said. I didn't look at your papers. You let mom touch your files, but not me. All that says that Joey is a complete moron doing what he's told from every other.
So he's writing this to his dad?
I think so.
Right, but how would that prove him? How would that prove him innocent?
Because he's literally accusing his dad of, like, why doesn't he get to know anything, and his mom and his dad get to know everything. Like, literally, like, the way it's written makes me think that he's just an idiot. Followed everything you say, and I would have known which way to vote, even if you hadn't told me. I won't need to be micromanaged anymore. What else do you need for me to prove? Always trying to earn his dad's respect, maybe.
Okay.
I really feel like this is Joe. As for the other one, I'm not sure between Jordan and his dad. My patience wears thin. Your assurance was given months ago, and I quote on the bridge issue. Not anything concrete on anger management. Because I mean, are these all memos traded with inside of the Navigators Club? Because they're all stamped by a navigator, but to anyone. Like, could this have been written to Beth?
Let me see.
Anger management.
So looking through the stuff I took from the Navigators Club room, there's Beth's proposal, a roster of their members on a founding fathers type declaration, a few suspicious notes, and one document I have no idea what to make of. It has all these stamps on it that look like a stamp my dad used to have. I found one in an old, or found it in an old box of his thing. Yeah, I don't really think that my dad was a navigator. I don't understand how been part of this old-fashioned voice live. Maybe Beth. Right.
I feel like this is either Martin or Jordan, and I feel like the
Yeah.
other one's for sure Jordan. I think that the Martin or Jordan shows super collusion and conspiracy. I think that one shows Joey's an idiot and is obviously not involved and is just doing.
So do we think that this proves that Joey's innocent?
That's
that
my
it proves
thought.
that he wasn't there?
At the very least, it proves that he'll just do what he's told and he obeys and does.
Yeah.
And
So
that
it
based on that,
eliminates.
that he's an idiot and follows whatever he's being told. He's not. I don't think he murdered his wife. The other major players.
Yeah.
You
Chat.
guys
Do you,
have any thoughts?
Chat. Do you agree? And so we're thinking that this letter here. So thinking that
I really feel like for some reason Hendrix
we're thinking
and
that
Jordan
this
are
letter
trading
here
money.
is Joey Hendrix. So because of the letter and the way we've translated it, we feel that that proves that he is no longer a suspect. There's no way that he could have done it.
Good Lord, that's tiny writing.
Yeah, it is. I had to. That's why I photocopied it and made it bigger. I can barely read it. So, do we think that Joey's the suspect for us to eliminate?
I vote. Give that or Clarence. I feel like Clarence is still super shady.
Yeah, but I'm just like I'm.
Are we missing anything? Did we double check and make sure?
Yeah.
We did, because I didn't.
Because I accidentally messaged him thinking that I didn't have the
voter sheet.
voter sheet because I didn't realize that that's what that was.
Well, I mean, I can look
Yeah.
at the CORA locked hint folders. I can look at the bridge trauma email group. I can look at reveal.
No, I mean we
reveals.
solved everything.
Well, I mean, I can look at the other cheats and see if there's missed that would help us into what we still need to figure out.
No, that's all right. We can do like we did last time and just message it.
Either way, I'm
And
just
try
trying
it.
to do
And
one
if
or
we're
the
wrong,
other.
if we're
'cause I'm
wrong, then
getting-
we're wrong, right?
Like, stuff is just. What has it been?
Yeah, it's
I
really
really
not.
like this box grouping so far. This box has been a little. I don't know if it's been underwhelming or just not clear or helpful in a direction as the others. I'm not quite sure. how I feel about
So
this
new
box
message, and then what is his full name?
yet. Josiah
So
Hendricks.
Josiah.
Anyway.
All right, so we're gonna take a leap of faith here, see if this is it. Making a bit of an educated guess. Okay. No, it says I think you're
So-
still missing something because that doesn't line up to me. Make sure you are following every thread you can. Sometimes you can find key information in weird places. Okay.
Let me check and see if I have that. Would have thought the CORA email thread, something in that CORA folder should have pinned us onto something. We've been waiting to get into it for how many
No,
months?
that's it.
Oh, in my head, I
There we
really
go.
feel like there's something about that CORA folder that should have told us something. So try clicking that guy's email link. It's blue, so like
I
maybe the
can't
link.
click it. It's a photo.
Okay.
Mhm. All of these are photos. Let me.
Oh,
You know, hold on, let me just go to the site itself. I was doing everything from the downloaded images.
Gotcha. That it's just because
Uh,
of the hyperlink, it makes me feel like it's maybe we could email him from there. Like, it's like a fake email, but not a real
Mhm.
email or something. I feel like this didn't give us nearly enough information. I really what? Try it, please try it, please try it. Come on, come on, come on.
All right, hold on. Make sure that in case it sends back and shows my email. All right, subject what?
I don't know, it's a long shot. I'm curious. Go back
If
to that
it's
linky thing again.
okay, here we go.
Don't tell me that works.
All right, so hello and thank you for your email. Your questions, concerns, thoughts, and comments are important to us, and I will get back to you soon. The Rocksteady Support Network meets every Friday at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Between meetings, though, we love hearing from the voices that make up our small community. Here are some of the things you've had to say in the last 6 months.
Cool.
So a few months ago, I always saw group therapy and counseling groups and the like as a thing for feeble-minded people. Okay, I think those are just general. I don't see any names in here that.
Never mind then. What's
If you have a testimonial about the network that you're open to sharing, shoot me an email. Rocksteady is only able to run due to the generous support of our members. All donations, no matter the size, are appreciated. But it says that they meet every Friday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So
where
that
they
right
meet
there.
at, though? Do you know where they meet at?
But it doesn't matter though, right?
Wouldn't matter.
Well, no. What I'm
Beth
saying
was
though,
on the beach.
right? But what I'm saying though is that if the whole group is together from 9 to 10 p.m., if they're meeting on the beach, then Beth wouldn't have been able to have had her body dumped water at the beach because you would have had a whole group of people that would have seen it.
What are you getting excited about?
What I'm getting excited is that right there is an alibi. If we can prove that somebody was there,
Clarence.
Clarence goes to the support meetings, right?
Yep. Does. Might make sense. He
So,
got with Beth between
if
8
Clarence-
and 9 and then went to the meeting.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, that brings me back to what whatever his name was. What was the grouchy guy complaining in that first set of good fence threads? He kept saying the wording like Jordan couldn't have appeared more disinterested, or he
I'm
kept
not
phrasing
sure.
it was really interesting. It pointed to I think Jordan had somewhere else he had to be in his head, and so he wanted to get away because he had somewhere else to be. It was that guy that was complaining about the fight.
Okay. Okay.
Worst night ever. Here we go. What could they be arguing about at this time of night? Well, they're so busy shouting that I can't even tell. She's awfully bent on getting an answer because she's still standing there talking to this man who somehow seems even more uninterested in their conversation than me. What's your pick? Whoever's quarrel, break up. Those of you saying go talk to them, I don't see any reason. They should know better. Taking a peek outside of my window and I'm in awe of all the people. It's the Reverend that doesn't seem to understand the importance.
What time was that?
The time that the guy posted this was 8:14. I think they fought between 8 and 9.
Okay.
The problem though is he mentions in all these updates, so I don't know if the 8:14 is the original posting or the post that every time you updated it, updated the time.
Probably updated the time. So then in that case, then do we want to try Clarence?
I agree.
So because we know that Clarence would go to the right was at the support meeting.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go back again? Because Beth's name on that thread as well.
Okay.
Oh, I saw something blue flash when you scrolled down. Right?
No, it's just green.
I just
Yeah,
thought I
it's
saw a
just
flash
to
of
show
blue.
that it's her
The only
email.
person we can email is that person.
Yeah, I think that's the
I had to
only.
try. I just happened to see color and it caught my eye earlier. All right,
Yeah,
I digress.
I can't click on their logo. The email's the wrong thing.
Accurately, Jordan is, or not Jordan, Reverend.
Oh, you know what? This makes sense. Don't hesitate to contact us at, and this says no email is too short or long, meaning like
I
you could
did
literally
see that earlier.
you could literally type anything and they would respond with that. So
clever.
because it's an automated response, right? Because like it's like an out of office email.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's an automated
funny.
response. So I would say then that
They did not send me one, so they only reply through the desk. And that's clever. Let's try Clarence Reaver.
okay, new message. So we're gonna say then that it's Clarence.
Finally. I really feel like there's so much more to be discovered about all this stuff. Very.
All right, that's it.
Was it?
So yep, we're right. Reverend Reaver couldn't have killed Beth if he was at a Rocksteady meeting. But whoever did kill her must know more than I thought. Check the audio attachment I'm sending you. This is them. It has to be. You know what, they know what we're doing. 4 suspects left. I don't know what to think. I mean, we're obviously on the right track if the killer is calling me, but I'm kind of freaking out about it. I'm going to Sully. He has to be able to figure something out about where the call came from, and maybe he can look into the anchor management company that keeps popping up. Really glad you are helping. I'm not sure what I'd do if you weren't. So let me get a screenshot of that.
Woo! That was tough.
That was.
So tough. Sorry for the squeak.
Yeah.
She got a voicemail from somebody threatening her, apparently.
Yep.
It's either going to be Jordan or Martin. I don't know why. Those two just seem so diabolically intertwined at this point. Jody's like a nosy, nasty mother-in-law, but like, I don't know. Jordan's got such a shady business, and I feel like Martin's been too. Right? Like, I feel like there's something hidden beneath that. He's too nice. He's too cool. Everything. Watch, it'll be the other two.
All right, so there we go. So there's the screenshot of the email from Gwen. We've got that, and then now there's this audio, right? All right, mystery voicemail. That's
I
not
know
weird.
one of your people.
Okay, I don't know if you guys. No. Hold on. Let me make sure you guys can hear that because it's gonna play on.
Seriously, that
Yeah.
scared me to death. For my expression, that probably makes no sense if you couldn't hear what he said. And nowhere I heard a very creepy, very disguised voice in my ears, being all secretive, and it sounded like one of those Dick's surprise scare kind of a.
All right, here you go, Chad. This is what
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh!
Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and you'll meet the same end as Beth.
All right. Keep sticking your nose where it
So-
doesn't belong, and you'll meet the same end as Beth.
Why would they have said that? Because right now Beth is still technically an accident for the doctor. That right there is proof of foul play.
Well, we already proved
Well,
that.
right, but I mean, from a proof standpoint, she has nothing so far except her own thoughts and theories.
Well, I mean,
That
we
right
proved
there
that she
is proof.
didn't accidentally die where she was at, right?
Again, we're talking about from point of view right now.
Oh yeah.
They're convinced it's an accident. They won't open the case. They won't discuss it. They are not helping up to
True.
this point. That gives them pure evidence to open up a case. So
Oh,
that would
yeah,
be
absolutely.
The last thing you would think a bad suspect would do
Mhm.
is threaten Gwen, because they're just basically making it clear that they totally did murder Beth. They're just
Yeah.
so counter to. That's just my take on it, but super interesting. I was wondering if it's going to be the obvious slippery, slimy, or if it's going to be the perfect father-in-law that it's actually
Mhm. Yeah.
sticking your nose
So
where it doesn't belong.
yeah. So
Mhm.
we've got that audio file.
Right.
So that closes out episode 4.
For hanging in there with us today.
Yeah.
It was a
today.
tougher one,
I'll tell you
sorry.
what. Today was an absolute tough one.
Yeah. I was not ready for that. Whew.
You know what though, Kimmy? Like,
I feel like we are
I
gonna learn a
absolutely
lot
now
about those-
more
yeah.
like you were able to absolutely rock it on figuring out what each of those constellations were.
Yeah.
Because that, I mean, whether it ends up getting used or doesn't get used, like there's so many things with this story that we've been able to dive into, and it's made it just that much more funner, or
Oh,
that much more
yeah.
fun to figure it out. So,
Yes.
all right. So Orion is the hunter. Cassiopeia is the queen. Cygnus is the swan. Lepus is the hare. Hercules is the strong man. Corvus means crow, or the crow or raven. Triangulum is the triangle, and Perseus is the winged horse. So I'm actually gonna copy that as well. Bye. Right, so in regards to the constellation, so I'm going to put that in the Discord as well. There we go. Perfect. So again, chat, there you go. There's one more plug of the Discord right there for you. If you're watching this on YouTube, scroll down to the comments below. There will be a link to the Discord. Please hit that link. Come join us. Join the Discord. There's a specific channel dedicated to Hunt a Killer. You can actually, even in that channel, go to the pinned post, and you'll be able to designate yourself as an investigator within the Discord channel, or within the Discord, so you can stay up to date on anything to do with the Hunt a Killer and any future Hunt a Killer episodes. This one definitely was a long episode for us. So, and definitely took us a lot longer to figure out some of this stuff. Man, it just, tell you what, and it was simple things, like a simple reason of why we were missing the cipher and all that. So
I'm not quite sure. Missed the cipher.
yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I mean it's just different. It was because it was
So
different.
weird.
But so yeah, but absolutely. And then for those of you that are hanging out right now during the live stream, this will be up on YouTube. So there's the link for the YouTube. So check that out as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment in there. That all helps out as well for more people to find it and for more people to come in and have some fun with us on these live streams and try to help us solve these great puzzles and ciphers and everything else, and hopefully help us get even further and one step closer to finding out who murdered Beth.
We're down to husband, the parent, the mother and father-in-law,
Mhm.
and then the businessman.
Yeah, I think so.
So interesting.
Because yeah, now we're down to what, 4?
Yeah.
Right. So down to 4 left.
It's weird that
And this was
3 of them
episode
are
4. So we got
related.
episode 5 and then episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
And end of episode 6, that'll be it for the season. Well, by the end of episode 6, we'll know who it was. So, right. I know mother-in-laws
She seems very
are always
suspicious, I can
suspicious.
say,
Right?
yeah. I don't know. I still feel like Martin Hendricks is just too squeaky clean, and there's something sneaky under there. He's just the nice guy. He's just the helper for everyone. He's helping Bethy. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's too clean. Jordan's obviously a snake, like that's a given, but like I don't know. I agree. It's one of the two, either the mother or the father-in-law. I'm really
Oh,
leaning
yeah.
towards
No,
Martin. I feel like
absolutely.
Joey's just an idiot. I don't feel like he's capable. But yeah,
Yep.
I think
No.
he's just an idiot.
Absolutely. So yeah, and then so we'll see who we can narrow down next time on this as well. So again, if you're checking this out on YouTube, thank you so much for checking it out. And you know, if you want to join us on the next episode live, you know, I'll make sure that link is down below in the comments as well. But check us out on Twitch, you know, twitch.tv/strange-tangent. Don't forget to follow and you know there as well, so you stay up to date. And join us on our regular streams of Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern as well. Until next time, you know, stay safe and stay strange. I hope you all have an absolute fantastic night, fantastic week, and we'll see you all next month for an episode. Have a great night.